You know that feeling when you're just completely overwhelmed by a complex problem? Well, today we're going to look at a powerful mental model that completely flips our idea of simplicity on its head. We're about to learn that the real path to clarity isn't about avoiding complexity, it's about mastering it. Let's dive in. We've all heard this quote, right? I mean, it's practically the mantra of our modern world, from how we design apps to how we build businesses. We absolutely crave simplicity. But it's that second part, that but not simpler, that's where the real genius is. And honestly, it's the part we almost always forget. And see, here's the catch. This relentless chase for simple can actually be a huge trap. It can send us down a path that feels really efficient, feels productive, but in the end, it leaves us with a super shallow and often just plain wrong understanding of what's going on. And why wouldn't we be? It feels good, right? A nice, clean, simple answer to a messy, complicated question gives us this amazing sense of control. But that attraction, it's a cognitive shortcut. It's our brain taking the easy way out, and it can seriously backfire, causing us to ignore the stuff that actually matters and make some pretty disastrous mistakes. Okay, so this is absolutely crucial to understand. Not all simplicity is the same. On one side, you've got oversimplification. This is the dangerous kind. It's lazy. It just ignores key information and strips away all the important nuance. But on the other side, you have what we'll call elegant simplicity. Now, this is the goal. This is simplicity that's earned through a deep, deep understanding. It reveals a fundamental truth without losing what's important. So, if elegant simplicity is the goal, how in the world do we get there? This is where we introduce a concept we're calling the Einstein effect. It's a way of thinking that helps you find clarity by going through complexity, not by trying to go around it. And I want you to really notice the key difference in the language here. The goal is not to reduce or eliminate the complex parts. No. It's all about understanding the elegant structure that's already there, hidden inside. It's like finding the secret blueprint inside a really complicated machine. And really, what better way is there to understand this whole idea than by looking at the man himself? Einstein's journey to his most famous equation. It is the perfect real-world example of this entire concept in action. Just think about it for a second. The universe is an incredibly complex, messy, chaotic place. Einstein didn't just look at it all, shrug, and say, well, it's basically simple. No way. He dove headfirst into the full, messy reality of physics. He wrestled with all of its contradictions and confusing parts. He was searching for the deep underlying patterns, the core relationships connecting everything. And it was only from that deep, intense dive into complexity that he could reveal one of the most elegantly simple and profound truths in all of science. So, Einstein's journey gives us the perfect map. It shows us the path we need to take, from seeing a problem as this big, tangled mess to understanding its intricate, beautiful system. So, the question is, how can we turn this into a process that we can actually use every day? Okay, this is the practical question, right? It's one thing to talk about Einstein and the universe, but how can we apply this mindset to our own work, our own learning, our own problems? How do we find that hidden structure? Well, it really comes down to a three-step process. First, you have to embrace the details. You can't run from the complexity. You've got to dive right into it. Learn all the moving parts, even the confusing ones. Second, once you're in there, you start looking for the structure. You ask, what are the key relationships? What causes what? Where are the patterns? And then finally, once you can see that structure, you can reveal the simplicity. You distill it all down to that core, elegant principle that's running the whole show. Adopting this way of thinking, it's not just a new problem-solving trick. It's about fundamentally changing the way you see the world around you. It's like getting a new lens for reality. And make no mistake, this is not just some interesting intellectual exercise. The entire point of this process is to achieve profound clarity, a deep, functional understanding that actually lets you operate effectively inside of any complex system you encounter. This quote right here really says it all. This is the big mindset shift. You're no longer trying to shrink a problem down to fit your current level of understanding. Instead, you're raising your level of understanding to meet the problem's true, complex nature. I mean, that's the very definition of mastery. And here it is, the ultimate payoff. When you oversimplify, you're left powerless because you've ignored how the system actually works. But when you understand its elegant structure, wow, you gain the confidence and the ability to navigate it, to influence it, and to shape it effectively. You gain real control, real agency. So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this question. Think about a challenge in your work or in your life that just feels overwhelmingly complex right now. How might embracing its details, instead of running away from them, reveal an elegant simplicity you've never ever seen before? What hidden blueprint is just waiting there for you to find it?